Hey everyone, it's Andrew from Red, and today we're going to take a look at blue blockers. Blue blockers are a fascination of mine. They're something that I really enjoy, something I always use every night. And I got started with this over 5 years ago, and I've amassed quite a collection of different blue blockers. So I want to share that with you, share different options that there are on the market, how I use them, and how they kind of all fit together. So it's important to kind of understand the options, understand, what's best for you and what fits for you, because, a lot of these companies will market, oh, we have the best solution, we have a patented solution, we have a complete solution. If you buy our 2 or 3 glasses, then you'll take care of your whole situation. Well, you'll see I've got over, 8 glasses just right here, and then even more in the back. This is kind of more my current stack, and you see, I use different glasses for many different environments, for different situations, for depending on how I'm feeling, how sensitive I'm feeling with my eyes, if I want to go to bed, if I'm changing time zones, all these different things. So, there's not just a one-size-fits-all solution, so you got to really dig in and, know yourself and know what's available on the market. So we're going to go over some of these options right here. Just going to introduce each of the glasses. This is the Dewalt laser enhancement glasses. They're deep red. These are very popular for hardcore kind of sleep hacking. These are the infamous UVEX brand glasses. They block nearly 100% blue. Really great, super comfortable. These two are super cheap, only $10 each. We have kind of my brand Phthonos eyewear. Blue blocking, kind of orange glasses, kind of a similar kind of orange tint to the UVEX, but I use kind of higher quality lenses for better kind of contrast and vision. And then we look over here, we've kind of got more of the yellows and the daytime ones on this side. So these are my yellow ones. I got these off of Zenni Optical, like way before all these companies were coming out with blue blockers. I just went on Zenni and ordered some glasses with a yellow tint. UVEX again, but this time they're yellow glasses, so that it has good wraparound. Those are handy. And then the Gunnar brand glasses, these have been around, the Gunnar brand has been around for a long time. They make super high quality glasses. Obviously they target gamers, which, I consider myself a gamer, so that's why I always wanted these. So I've had this pair for over 3 years, and they've held up really well. Again, my new pair of Phthonos eyewear, so these are a light kind of reddish, so they reduce both blue and green to have like a very light reddish color, so I really like that. And then these are my clear glasses. I got it straight off of Zenni Optical again. I like, they've got the longer kind of temple length and, kind of a clearish, you have a very light yellowish hue to it. But so that's their clear version. So we'll get started. We'll take a look. We'll go from darkest to lightest. And this is the Dewalt glasses. Obviously, they block 100% blue and green, and they even reduce some yellow. So mostly you're going to see when you're wearing these is a little bit of yellow, mostly orange, and a lot of red. So that's all you can see out of these. Maybe I'll hold it up and see, you can kind of see if you can see anything. If the camera focuses, there's not much going on. And so that's the thing, it's if you really want to put these on maybe an hour before bed, whenever you kind of decide, hey, I'm going to start settling down, I'm going to go to bed, pop these on. They have great wraparound, super, kind of, flexible and universal kind of fit. So it's more for like really hacking your sleep in the late hours of the night right before you go to bed. I wear these also like if I'm going on a long flight, that's an overnight flight, I keep these on because, the flight has all kinds of lights on. So it's really great, like kind of hacking tool. Obviously, it's a little bit too dark to be super functional, and it's too dark to kind of walk around town, I think, you don't want to be tripping around or, losing kind of focus. And then here are the UVEX. Obviously, they immediately look a lot lighter and brighter, but these block pretty much 100% of blue, and they reduce a little bit of green too. So you can you can notice a reduction in green too. Again, these are super comfy, very kind of wide fit with kind of adjustable arms. This pair I've had for over 4 years, so it's kind of fallen apart, scratched up, but super lightweight polycarbonate lens. You can see what changes when I put this over the camera. And so this is kind of the go-to. This is, I would say, 90% of the time, pop these on at night whenever the sun goes down, pop these on. You can, hang out and do your thing in the evening, especially if you're at home and you're not trying to look pretty. This is the go-to. And then just before bed, you might switch to a deeper red. And then these guys, these are more for, hey, if I have to go out at night, if I have to go out to dinner, hang out with friends, and I want to be a little bit more stylish than the UVEX, then I pop these on for going out and around town. I had these kind of specially fitted. I have a lot of issues with wearing glasses to be super thin, super lightweight, adjustable, so I made the temples really long because I have kind of a big head. So these are really great. So you can kind of see, maybe you can see a little bit more blue, because this only reduces like 98% blue. So it takes away most of the blue, and you'll be able to see a little bit, maybe just a hint of blue through that. And again, that's important to me, because if you want kind of a stylish pair of glasses, a pair of glasses that you're going to go out on the town with, I need, blue light's kind of a double-edged sword, because if you cut out all blue light, it's pretty well known that blue light increases your alertness, increases your reaction time, increases, what you can see. So unfortunately, if you're taking that hit, you're going out at night, you want to hang out and be social, then I'd rather be a little bit more safe and see a little bit more blue, see more green, and be safe rather than a lot of hardcore people want red tints all the time in the evening. And I think I personally run into trouble if I'm wearing like a too deep tint at night. Then I just kind of get lethargic, and cars will be coming, if I'm walking the streets and cars are coming at me and people are coming at me, I don't want to be too lethargic. These guys, I don't wear too often anymore, because I think for me, they block a little bit too much blue during the day. There's a lot of yellow lenses on the market for daytime use, but for me, again, blue light's a double-edged sword. I think I need a lot of blue during the day. The sunlight naturally has a lot of blue, and so I don't want to block 100% of blue during the day, ever. And so people might disagree. They say, oh, if it's artificial, you gotta block it all. But, again, if I block too much blue, especially during the day, then I start to kind of nod off, and I don't want that to happen during the day. So you can kind of see that. I think Zenni, since I've ordered these like 4 years ago, has changed up their options for different tints, so I'm not sure what they're offering now. So we'll put these aside. So these are UVEX. So these are actually, if you can tell, a little bit lighter yellow. These reduce 50% of all blue. So these are much more comfortable for me because it's reducing blue rather than blocking, a certain portion of blue. So this is more important to me. So you actually can probably see a lot of blue through this because it's only reducing it by 50%. So these are really great, really good. Obviously not super stylish, and they sit up a little high on my nose. But overall, if you want cheap daytime glasses, if you're on the fence about, buying blue blockers to begin with, like I would say start with the UVEX orange, start with a yellow pair, see if, these are only $10, so start with a yellow safety glass and see how you like it before you invest in like a fancier brand. The Gunnar brand, they have price ranges, more from $40 to, $70 or $80 depending on the style. They have some good wraparound, so I really like that for my big eyes. Super lightweight, metal frames they have. They have different types of frames too. And these reduce a portion of blue light 65%. And so again, that's super important. If you want really good contrast, you're still going to see blue, but it's going to reduce that blue. So even at 65%, you can almost see there's barely no reduction in blue, compared to this. So you can hardly tell by eye that you're even reducing blue. You just get, that protection without really knowing you're getting the protection. It's a very slight yellowish tint. So I think this is one of the best options for daytime glasses. They do prescriptions, so that's great. So definitely check these guys out, because I think because they market to gamers, people are like, oh, it's not for me, but they actually have a really good tint. And then these are my Phthonos glasses. So again, when I was researching daytime glasses, I came across kind of rose-colored glasses. They're called FL-41. These rose-colored glasses, they reduce, blue and green. And that's important to me because, like, a lot of times I'm very sensitive to light overall. If I'm photosensitive and I'm feeling really kind of like, lights are really bothering me, what happens is if you wear kind of a yellow glass, it shifts your eyesight to seeing more, perceiving everything as yellow. And yellow is like the brightest kind of wavelength for the human eye. So you get very sharp vision, but it also like kind of brains everything. Like it's a cool kind of optical illusion that when you wear yellow glasses, everything seems bright. Everything seems brighter when you wear yellow glasses. That's not the case if you wear rose-colored glasses, because it's also reducing green. So everything kind of feels warmer, feels calmer, feels more reduced. And so this, I always feel like it's a much more balanced kind of view. That when I put these on, I'm like, okay, everything's more balanced. It doesn't feel as bright. When I put on like a yellow glasses, everything gets kind of brighter, and I'm like, I don't want things to be brighter. I'm feeling kind of sensitive to light. So that's why these are a great alternative if you're actually kind of sensitive to too much light overall. So they've studied these with people who have photosensitive kind of migraines, especially like during the day you would wear something like this. Obviously, you would opt for something like this, but these are very versatile for daytime, and especially because I travel so much. I go indoors, outdoors, public transportation. Time zones changing, so these are kind of my go-to. I can wear them pretty much any time. So these are great. And then and finally, my clear glasses that I got again from Zenni Opticals. I like these frames. I really don't wear them that often because they don't do much. There's not a spectrogram. They don't share much of a spectrogram, but you look at clearish kind of glasses, they can reduce anywhere from like 10 to like 40-ish kind of percent of blue. So that's not much, right? And like I said, even with the 60%, you don't really see a reduction in blue. And I don't like wearing glasses anyway, so I don't really wear these much, other than if I have like a business meeting or going to a trade show or anything. I just want to kind of look a little bit more professional, look a little older. I put on my clear glasses just to help kind of give me a nice kind of look. So it's more for the aesthetic than being functional. So you can see there's not much change when I hold it over the lens. So you're probably not going to see much. And so that's it. That's kind of the overview. I would say this guy I use the most, the absolute most, especially for nighttime, if I'm home, if I'm chilling out. This guy is definitely great for being more of a hardcore, sleep-inducing kind of lens. And then and then all these other lenses, you really have to decide what's the situation, how you're feeling, when to use it. That's right for you. So there's all kinds of different options. I would say definitely start with the UVEX orange Skyper, and then kind of as if you get used to that and you're like, oh, I want to use this more. I want to wear glasses when I'm going out at night, or I want to try some clear or yellow ones for daytime. But I definitely say this: you'll start to feel something. You'll feel better at night, and should hopefully start to help your sleep. And then you can move on, because I think if you jump right into this one, you'll kind of reject it and be like, That's blocking too much. I can't see. It's like a new form of eye strain that everything's so dark and you're stumbling around. So I think just to get started, go for the UVEX Skyper. So that's it. Hopefully you get a good kind of overview that, you know, a lot of people don't really bring together all the different options, day and night and situations. So hopefully you get that kind of a clearer picture of different options. Thank you.